Hello, and welcome to Besties Who Verticals with your besties, Lucy and Alita. Hi, I'm Alita.
And I'm Lucy.
How's it going, Lucy?
Well, I think we are just kind of grinning over here in the background because it's not just us, but Waterboy 2 unexpectedly is going to release in just a few days. We did not expect it this soon, actually. We expected it maybe more the end of June. So it did derail us a little bit. We actually had planned on recording my tomboy roommate, right? Say yes to my tomboy roommate. Yeah. It's a really sweet girl love. But Evan Gambardella's in Waterboy 2, and I'm so sorry. I just had to boost it to the front. I had to boot it to the front.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going a little crazy trying to record Waterboy. Oh, there is something really cool I wanted to share. We should share this. So Cosmic Verticals did a giveaway.
Oh,
yes. For Bound to My Hot Rival to celebrate it. Cosmic Verticals is the production company who did Bound to My Hot Rival. And on Instagram, they had a giveaway for the family crest necklace that Roman wore. The Vertical company still had it, and they gave it away to a lucky fan.
And who's that lucky fan?
It was me!
Yay!
I did go back and look at all of the comments and the requests that they asked of everyone to see who would win. There were so many great answers and so many wonderful fans that did enter the contest. So I was really impressed. I was actually mostly thankful that I even had a chance and that I think it was random. It was a random draw. But the fact that I was able to win was really cool. So I think that will be the beginning of my fangirl shrine. I don't have one yet. But, with the way things have gone, I might as well have one. And now I'm going to have the necklace that Tristan Green and Declan Clifford wore. And I'm super excited. Our friend who we interviewed, Nettie, who came on, she's so excited to come over and just touch it. So, so I told her she could come touch my precious. Yes, and that sounds dirty. But that's what's going on.
I was just quoting Lord of the Rings.
Right. I took it there. So why don't you tell me what's going on with you?
Oh, I had a week. Wasn't feeling great, but we're here. We're going forward. Yeah, let's do this thing.
All right. And I really wanted to say after that, I wanted to say, we're here. We're queer.
Well,
I'm queer. But that went in my head. Okay, besties. We are going to get started because it is very late for Lucy and I'm crazy for doing this, but we are making it happen. So, besties, this week we are discussing Waterboy, starring Declan Clifford and Sky Kawai, and directed by Jen Parkhill. Oh my God, Alita. So when I looked at the end credits, it's the same writers as Stable Boy, which we should have guessed.
Yeah.
So Crystal Lichty. Is that right?
I don't know.
We're going to hope it's right. Crystal Lichty wrote it, and the story is once again from Taylor Buczek. We're hoping. Anyway, we've been meaning to recap this one, but with the upcoming release of Waterboy 2, Second Down on June 16th, we had to get to it right away. So here is the IMDb summary. Student body president Caden Russell just made an enemy of star quarterback Donovan Miller. When the two clash over school activity funds, Donovan goes too far with a cruel remark. As revenge, Caden dyes the football uniform's rainbow. Huh. Yeah, it's an interesting summary, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it, but okay, that's cool. We're going to recap it anyway.
Waterboy opens with Caden Russell, the nerdy student body president, dreaming about star quarterback Donovan Miller. He wakes up with a start and he's saying Donovan's name. And he has a boner. Everyone laughs at him, including Donovan.
Boner is said so many times during this upcoming scene.
So many.
Right? I did like Caden's line, I'm a shower, not a grower. One of Donovan's friends says, Donovan is really straight. And yes, they do a close-up of Donovan's face that he's trying to hide. And his face is like, he's kind of wincing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a nice hint there of what is to come.
Caden talks back to the bully Justin, telling him, well, you're so tiny, no one notices when you get hard.
Woo!
And Justin retaliates by pouring white glue all over Caden's crotch. When the teacher comes in, she gives Caden detention. Like, of course, the person who's being bullied ends up getting detention.
Right?
For distracting our star quarterback. And she says, boys don't need that kind of attention from other boys. Well, some of them do. I hate that once again it's bullying. And the love interest is at the center of it, bullying him right along with them. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, you're going to struggle with wrestling with love. It puts these to shame. And even though we love wrestling with love, a lot of us, it's harsh, man. It's harsh. Harsher than this. I did also what the fuck with Caden getting detention. I was like, what?
When he leaves the class, Donovan is waiting for him, telling him, your ass is mine. Uh-huh.
I giggled high at this scene.
He drags Caden into another room and tells him that he has seen the activities budget. Caden has given more money to other groups and less to the football team, which was getting 90% of the funds originally. Donovan says that they need the money to go to nationals, which is his only way to get scouted and get out of that town. He threatens Caden, don't take my money to fly your rainbow flag, or else. You all should see Lucy.
This is why we don't go on camera. I get to just do whatever the fuck I want, and nobody knows what's happening right now. They just hear us.
In the next scene, we see Caden getting his revenge by pouring rainbow paint on the team's shirts. Unfortunately, his rainbow flag keyring has fallen out of his backpack. Donovan quickly grabs it before the rest of the team can see.
Aww.
Yeah, except he tells the team to quit being pussies and suit up. Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
It's game time, and the team are wearing their uniforms covered in paint. Caden and his BFF Alexa Kennedy, played by Faith Tucker, are making the announcements. Caden says, is this a football game or a gay pride parade? Really pushing it there.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Donovan comes over and gives him the key ring, telling him, you're going to pay for this. A fight breaks out when one of the opposing team is talking smack about the rainbow jerseys.
This was Justin, played by what? Julian Enriquez.
Enriquez. Yeah.
Enriquez. I said that wrong.
No, you did. It's fine.
Okay. But yeah, so Justin just couldn't help himself and attacks the other player. The whole time I was like, oh, just listen, Donovan, shut up.
Yeah. Someone steps on Donovan, injuring his shoulder. Caden is overcome with remorse, and he apologizes to Donovan in front of the whole team. The coach, who is Donovan's dad...
It's Sean McHugh! Again! Woohoo! Fine-ass Silver Fox. I am not even sure his character has a name. Okay, no, that's a lie. It's Coach Miller, or Donovan's dad. And that's all we really know.
He says that Caden's expelled, but Donovan intervenes, saying expelling him won't teach him his lesson. He needs to learn some school spirit. When Caden shows up at 6 a.m. for the next practice, Donovan is waiting with one heck of an outfit for Caden to wear. Tiny shorts, again, poor Declan, knee socks, and shoulder protection with Waterboy on it.
I love the lines here before Donovan hands over the Waterboy outfit, and we need to quote them, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Donovan says, "You're not getting off that easy."
What do I have to do to get off?
Sky's eyebrow smirk. We are calling it that now. It's an eyebrow smirk. And we should also count how many he does in Waterboy.
The next scene is showing Caden having to do a walk of shame in his little Waterboy outfit through the football field full of cheerleaders and football players.
Here comes Caden. Not quite booty shorts. Not quite the pool boy shorts, but damn. Damn Declan. Damn. And Donovan just pleased. Just like stable boy and pool boy.
Caden asks how long he has to do this, and Donovan says, "You belong to me, so as long as I want."
Don't forget the chin grab.
Donovan gives him a choice: do it or pull his budget proposal. Caden thinks it's more like flirting, and we have an interactive choice here. Turn the tables and flirt, or beg for a different outfit. We choose to turn the tables. Caden says, "Try harder to embarrass me, Captain, because right now you're just making me look good."
I mean, who knew you were hiding that body under your school uniform? As Declan is flexing those abs.
I'm a teen twink fantasy. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you watch gay porn.
Who says I don't?
Are you hitting on me? Because bad news, I would never go for a self-obsessed jock like you.
Liar. Come on. If I wanted to, in school, on this field, anywhere, you'd be begging for it. He had to do these lines. They're not as good as Stable Boy, but they're still good.
You wish. Now, did you have an actual task for me, or did you just come for the view?
And he does this little, like, sassy, like, grabbing of his hips when he says that. It was so adorable. The almost kiss. I love those. So the alternative interactive choice is beg Donovan for a different outfit. When we chose that, Donovan basically says in a voiceover that it needs to look like he's hazing Caden. So he tells him no, that he likes the way he looks in this. And that's when Caden says, "Are you hitting on me?" And then it continues with the premium choice. Like, what happens after the premium choice?
Donovan sends him to organize the equipment locker. As everything tumbles out of the locker, here comes Donovan, wearing only a towel and a cheeky smirk. "Are you playing with my balls, Waterboy?"
Yes.
Donovan says he's still injured, so he needs Caden to help him wash his hair. So now we get the classic shower scene. And it's torture for Caden, seeing Donovan all wet and soapy. And Donovan is clearly enjoying it a little more than he should. He asks Caden if he wants to rinse off too, and Caden runs off to class.
Womp womp. But the head washing
out.
He does chicken out. But the head washing looked real good. I'm like, that looks nice.
At lunch, Caden is thinking about Donovan, and Justin comes over to bully him some more. Caden tells Justin, "You seem pretty focused on me. Are you sure you're not gay?" Another player grabs his glasses. Caden tells Justin, "When you hold me close like this, I get so excited." Oh, do I have to say what Justin says? You be Justin.
Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I'll play the bad guy. Justin tells him, "You're just a bottom who loves getting attention from the football team."
There's a lot of insults, and it's topped off by cheer captain Maya, Tori K. Harris, smearing his lips with bright red lipstick, saying, "He's not the president, he's the queen, and if you want to be queen, you have to look the part."
The bullying lipstick scene sucks so bad.
It's so bad.
It does, yeah. And we've learned now that in these, especially Real Short, there's a lot of queer creatives that are actually steering these particular boy universe verticals. And I think I said this during Stable Boy too. I know Tori is a queer actress too. And I just, even watching this, I've seen this one several times. I just kept thinking of what it has to be like to act out the bully scenes, for everybody, especially the queer creatives. So I kind of wonder how people get through it without getting triggered, because as the audience, we certainly do.
Yeah, there's some terrible lines in some of them. Yeah. Donovan comes to the rescue saying, "Get your hands off my Waterboy. I told you he's mine. Only I get to fuck with him."
Exactly like Stable Boy.
He even retaliates against Maya, smearing her face with the red lipstick, telling her, "You're a messy bitch, and now you look like one too."
Damn! I liked that, though.
Caden tells him, "Don't act like the hero when you're the one who put the target on my back." Donovan follows him into the bathroom.
"Why are you mad at me?"
"Because you're worse than them, Donovan. At least Justin is honest about hating me. But you make fun of me, you insult me, then you flirt with me, and then you defend me. I would rather get punched than mind fucked."
"That's not what I'm doing."
"Then what? What are you doing, Donovan? What is your game plan?"
"I don't know. That's the problem, okay? Caden, you make me feel things that I've never felt before, and..."
"What things?"
"I don't know. Things. Curiosity and excitement. Anger."
"Donovan, are you gay?"
"What? Fuck no."
"Of course not, because what's worse than being gay?"
"That's not what I meant. I'm just interested in you. I don't know when it started, when you ran for student council, or you worked as a lifeguard at the community pool. Pool boy shout out. When I saw that stupid budget and I just couldn't get it or you out of my head. I don't know what's happening inside me. I'm so confused. I feel like you're the only one who would understand."
As their hands inch closer together, we get another interactive choice. Comfort Donovan or storm off. We choose Comfort Donovan, the premium choice, of course. Caden commiserates with Donovan and says he can be a safe space, but out there, do better. No more homophobic shit.
I think this is one of the scenes that probably sucked a lot of people in, this particular one. At least the really obsessed fans. I'm serious. I've heard this from people. I've heard them discuss how Waterboy resonated with them and that they could relate to it. I imagine this scene right here. Donovan expressing his absolute confusion and having feelings for Caden is very relatable. And just the way Sky chose to express himself in this scene, it was sad and beautiful. It was great. To note, the second interactive choice, to storm off, Caden says he doesn't want to be a part of whatever Donovan is feeling, leaves, and that scene basically ends.
On his way home, Caden is jumped by Justin and the team, who claim Donovan sent them. Justin shoves a jockstrap in Caden's mouth. Ugh.
Oh, hated this scene.
Yeah. But here comes Donovan again, whacking Justin in the head with a football and telling them the next person who touches Caden is dead. Justin counters using the F slur. And Donovan tells him, "Say that shit again and I'll break your jaw." Donovan tells him that it's his fault that he got injured. If Justin wasn't so homophobic, those jokes from the other team wouldn't matter, and there wouldn't have been a fight. He tells them they're pathetic. The whole team against one guy. And he tells Caden to call and report them. He will be the witness. When Caden says he just wants to go home, Donovan tells them they will pay for it at practice. Donovan offers to put a Band-Aid on Caden's cut, and it's another interactive choice. Let Donovan take care of me, or reject his offer. We choose let Donovan take care of me. Donovan then goes to wipe the blood off Caden's face and tells him that he wants him. Pretty much involuntarily, as we immediately get Donovan's internal monologue saying, "Shit, why did I say that? I can't drop feelings I'm not ready to back up." And he quickly backpedals, saying, "I want you to pull your budget proposal." Caden says he can't. He needs to make an impact as student body president in order to get into Harvard.
The unpaid choice is reject his offer, and honestly, it's just Caden putting the Band-Aid on himself, and that's it.
Wah wah.
Wah wah.
Donovan wants to drive Caden home, and it's another interactive choice. Already? Agree and spend time alone with Donovan, or reject him and go home alone. We choose agree, and Donovan drives Caden home. When Caden asks whether he knows where he lives, Donovan says, "I know everything about you." Caden thinks that's hot, and we have to agree.
The alternative choice, reject his offer, he does. Donovan takes it okay, and the scene just ends.
The next morning at their lockers, Caden's BFF Alexa reminds him about the student council meeting to discuss the senior lock-in. When Caden says he can't, he has to go to football practice. She's surprised to find out that he's the Waterboy. Which is weird, because at lunchtime she was sitting with him when the team were... I think that's another little continuity thing.
Oh, yeah,
like
right.
At the lunch scene when Justin attacks him and Donovan comes in and says he's my water boy. She was there.
She was there, you're right.
But anyway.
Yes.
It wouldn't be a vertical if there wasn't a little continuity error here and there.
That's right.
At practice, Donovan is super flirty again, making Caden pour water into his mouth. He touches Caden's hand. Then his arm is hurting and Caden offers to get the nurse. Donovan proposes a massage. And it's another interactive choice already. Give Donovan a massage or refuse. Naturally, we choose to give him a massage. As Donovan and Caden are getting into it, Justin spots them. Caden gets another hard-on and runs away to have a cold shower, still wearing his uniform.
Some honorable mentions, because we don't want another 90-minute podcast. There were a lot of great lines we could have said in this moment, but we did not. Sorry. There is a cute little half catch that is all the vertical tropes that happens when...
Oh, true.
Yeah, it was cute. He almost falls over the table. Caden, and Donovan says, "Not you, literally falling for me." There are some hot lines that, again, will take up too much time to say. I gotta only do the best ones. The other interactive choice where you refuse, Caden says, instead, "You need a physical therapist, not a water boy." Donovan starts teasing Caden, "Oh, are you afraid to touch me because you might like it?" And there is some more cute dialogue, and yes, cue the boner. And Caden runs away to the shower, so that's where it segues.
I mean, they're teenage boys. It's not unrealistic.
It is not, right?
Donovan comes in and Caden accuses him of winding up the gay kid and getting him hard so he can laugh about it with his buddies. "Because you already said you're not gay, and I know this isn't because you want me."
Donovan says, "And what if I do? I'm the star QB, and I have to be a certain way. It's not that I don't want to be with you. It's that I'm not allowed to."
Caden asks him what he would do if he didn't have to hold himself back. And they kiss. Donovan says he's never kissed a guy before. Is he doing it right? And here comes another choice. Show Donovan how to kiss a guy, or tell him no. You know what we're choosing, besties. In a voiceover, Caden says, "This is 10 times better than any fantasy I've had about him." And Donovan tells Caden, I'm not going to lie, that was the best kiss I've ever had.
Aww. More honorable mentions. At the beginning of this scene, they do kind of a episode switch. So when he first comes in, Donovan comes into the shower and kind of tries to get into Caden's face, and he gets like a little bit of shower water on him. It flips to the next episode and they repeat basically the same thing, right? They have to film it again.
Yeah.
This time Sky gets the water dumped completely on his head. Like, it looks crazy, and I could see that he almost broke. He did a good job
Did
keeping
they
it
say
together.
that this one was really cold?
I think this is the one that was cold. Yeah, and remember, they had said in a live it was not the original shower they were supposed to use.
Oh. Okay.
So this was like some weird rigging. And I remember seeing the BTS for it. It was weird. I mean, it came out all right in the end, but I was just like, dang. Also, damn Sky, there's a part where he grabs Declan. I'm saying Declan, but it is Declan, by the football pads, and he just slams him against the shower wall. I feel like he's just always getting manhandled. I didn't say this. I said poor Declan, but I chose not to say it. But when I planned to say it, I was doing finger quotes. Poor Declan getting manhandled by Sky. The
Life's
horror.
rough, huh?
Life is rough. It might actually be. It looked a little rough. So poor Declan. So the other interactive choice, tell him no. Caden says, we should stop. We could get caught. Donovan replies, you make me not care about any of that. And what sucks is we actually lose the rest of the hot kissing scene, and it immediately goes to them almost getting caught by Justin. And also, I thought Stable Boy was Sky's first hold for an interactive, but it wasn't. It was Waterboy for the shower scene. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with that. I think it's because, like, it's always Declan. But I don't know. I was super focused on that in Stable Boy, and I'm like, wow, Sky had to do it in Waterboy. And I remember bringing it up to Declan in a live, and he was confused. He's like, no, it's always me. And I was like, no, he was in the scene with you. So I think he forgot about this one too, but that's cool.
Here comes Bully Justin. He's looking for Caden because Alexa needs him to finish planning the senior lock-in. Donovan picks Caden up, and when Justin looks under the curtain, he only sees Donovan's feet. After he leaves, Donovan says he can't get caught or he'll be off the team, and he can't protect Caden if he's not QB.
A proper shower scene pickup. Look at that, Alita. Look at that. There's no bottom.
That's right.
It makes
tutoring my rival boy when they're in a tub and you couldn't see the feet anyway.
I love tutoring my rival boy, but I was just like, really, bruh? Really? And so this one, I'm like, look at that. This is used correctly.
Maybe it was just an excuse to pick him up in the other one.
Hey, I'm not complaining. Sky can pick up Evan anytime.
The next day, Caden tells Alexa that he's seeing someone. Then Donovan shows up with Maya and greets Caden in a very friendly way. Then he leans in and sniffs.
It was cute. I liked it.
Maya's like, what, are you friends? When Caden says they need to talk, Donovan tries to divert suspicion by asking if he wants to be let off the hook.
There is a scene here where Maya tries to get up, like, really in Donovan's personal space, and Donovan, like, shoves her aside, and I actually never noticed how rough Sky pushes Tori. And I think it only looks so harsh because she is so small compared to him. I think she might be smaller than me. And I'm pretty short. So I was thinking that's probably how Declan feels
Mm-hmm.
I did like at the end of the scene, she has this cute little hair flip. And I thought she looked adorable.
Later on in the gym, Caden is inflating the football when Donovan comes in and says that he's ready to talk about the kiss. Caden says, "Shouldn't you be on the field?" And Donovan says he tweaked his shoulder again. When Caden's concerned, Donovan says nothing happened. He just wanted to prove that Caden cared. Donovan tells him that he shouldn't have kissed him. And Caden says, he gets it. Donovan, you got curious, and now you regret it. Donovan doesn't regret it. And Caden counters, really? Because 1 second you're kissing me, and then you're saving me, and then you're all over Maya. So what am I supposed to think? Donovan tells him that he doesn't get it. He's the quarterback, and his dad is the coach. And the only way out of this town is getting scouted. Caden tells him that he has goals too. The only thing he's ever wanted is Harvard. And you're messing with my head. So he says he'll change the budget back. Donovan says, it's not about the budget. And Caden says, if you weren't the quarterback and this town didn't suck, would you want me? Donovan says it doesn't matter because he is the QB and the town does suck. They're interrupted by the team coming in from practice. In a desperate bid to make Caden understand how much football means to him, Donovan starts a game of catch and teaches Caden the best way to throw, as a way to get close to him and maybe show Caden who he is. Up comes another interactive choice. Let Donovan show me how to throw a football, or just hurry up and throw it. In the premium option, he manages to throw the ball successfully and jumps up and down happily. Donovan offers to show him how to run some plays so that Caden understands what's happening. Come on, I'll show you how to run some plays while you're prancing around in your booty shorts, pumping your balls.
Sky says it so well.
Classic Sky eyebrow raise and tongue out here.
It was cute. The second interactive choice, just hurry up and throw it. Caden says, just because I'm gay doesn't mean I don't know how to throw a ball. Caden gets it between the posts, and that's when he jumps up and down, excited. So the only real difference is in the premium choice, Donovan kind of comes up behind Caden a little bit, like getting a little bit close, but it's not actually even that intimate. This is one of the poorer interactive choices we've seen, I think.
There's a super cute scene of them running football drills together and getting closer. Donovan tackles Caden and they end up on the gym floor. Caden tells Donovan that he's a good teacher and a good leader. Donovan asks if kissing is on the list of things he's good at. You're good at fishing for compliments. They almost kiss here, but a door bangs, startling them. Donovan asks whether now that he gets it, will he change the budget proposal? Caden feels like Donovan ruins it every time he lets him get close.
I really did love the little montage scene.
So cute.
It was. I feel like this is another reason so many people might love Declan and Sky together. They were really cute together in this particular scene. I could see them stealing hearts.
Donovan says that he thought that maybe if Caden understood, that he wouldn't hate them. Caden says he's not doing it because he hates football. Harvard won't look at him if he changes his budget proposal, and he can't give up his dream just so that Donovan can have his. Donovan says, so that's it? The only way for one of us to win is if the other one loses? Exactly, so you can stop with your fake flirting. And Donovan responds, for the record, none of that was fake. In the next scene, Caden is on his way to school with a bunch of balloons and a great big box, but his bike has a flat. Donovan drives by and he's on the phone with his dad, who tells him that the principal is going to reject Caden's budget. Dad says to tell the Waterboy that they don't need him anymore. Caden's dropping stuff everywhere, but when Donovan offers, he refuses a ride. And Donovan picks him up bodily and puts him in the passenger seat, telling him, pout all you want. We both know you like it.
This is actually one of my absolute favorite scenes from Waterboy. When Sky tries to put the seatbelt on Declan, he couldn't actually get it. He went like 3 times trying to get it on. And I know exactly, everyone has been there, right? And Declan improv'd the line, "That happens to me too." I knew immediately that that was not scripted, and the boys did confirm it. I loved it. I don't know why that stuck out to me, but it just was so out of character. It was just not out of character. It was just out of the story.
It was natural.
It was very natural. I liked it.
When they get to school, everyone is surprised to see them together. Justin says that Caden is going to think he has a shot with Donovan if he's nice to him. Donovan says he'll risk it. And Maya says that everyone knows gay guys can't really be friends with straight guys. Lucy's face.
I'm making faces. They don't know.
She's making faces, guys.
I'm making faces.
Time for another choice, and this time we have stand up to Maya's bigotry or stay quiet. The premium option is Caden asking Maya whether she's jealous and worried that Donovan will choose him. Maya wants Donovan to tell Caden that they're together. And he says, "Look, we hung out. Don't make it more than that." Justin accuses him of being a predator who wants to fuck Donovan. And all the football team agree, of course. Yeah. They're berating him, and Justin knocks the box out of his hands. Actually, you know what? Go back to that for that other bit. When Justin accuses him of being a predator, like, if it was a girl who had a crush on Donovan, nobody would say that shit. Like, that just is so annoying. The team are berating him, and Justin knocks the box out of his hands. Donovan makes him pick it up, saying, "Homophobia left the chat, 10 years ago? If only, hey?"
Right.
Donovan says if being his friend makes him gay, then he's gay. And I'm not going to give Justin's response because, ugh. Donovan tells Justin if he keeps coming after Caden, he'll kick his ass again. Alexa says that was surprisingly cool for a hetero jock. And not to worry, Caden's not after him, that he already has a guy. Donovan is super jealous. And when they're alone, he asks Caden who the hot guy is.
The second interactive choice, stay quiet. It was basically Maya taunting him for staying quiet. And then Alexa chimes in, "Maya, are you and Donovan even a couple?" Maya then says, "Tell them, babe." Then it moves straight into Donovan saying that they hung out a few times. So, I don't know. I feel like having watched both choices for this, the interactive choices, they weren't it this time, you know? And when we do recap Pool Boy, I think those choices might have been stronger than these. I can't remember, but the Stable Boy ones were great. I found in Stable Boy that some of the unpaid choices actually had a slightly more, like, not a more meaningful outcome, but they were still kind of a meaningful outcome. And we just didn't get that in Waterboy. I don't know if their interactive choices were rushed. I don't know.
Caden thanks him for standing up to Justin and asks whether he understands how Caden feels, because he's also gay. Donovan says, just because he's attracted to Caden doesn't mean he's gay. Dude. I just know that all the guys must be so tired of these I'm not gay storylines. Like, aren't they? I know that it was a running gag in Suckham, but I don't know. It's getting old. I think we need more characters who are comfortable with their sexuality, like James and Elio in Callboy, or even Lucas and Nicholas in Prince's First Love. They were not so, Nicholas couldn't be, but he wasn't uncomfortable with the idea of being it, right?
I feel like in terms of the boy universe, so specifically Sky and Declan's, they need to break them out of this script. Because basically Pool Boy, Waterboy, and even though Stable Boy is one of my favorites of all time, when we break down Stable Boy, it really is similar, right? I mean, it basically is Waterboy. Yeah, not as heavy as Pool Boy and Water Boy were.
Hmm.
Stable Boy had a lot of depth to it that Water Boy and Pool Boy just did not have. But I feel like Real Short and the writers need to be brave enough to break that mold for these two. Because even in tutoring my rival boy, it was very similar for Sky. You know what? No. It was the same damn thing. It was
Yep.
so similar.
Bully and the nerd.
Yep. And struggling to accept the sexuality, which is fine. I mean, that's very important for, I think, queer anybody to see. Kids, adults, to be reminded of how hard it is to come out
For sure.
and the challenges. But I feel like there are variations of that. And you're right. Like, I think I said it in tutoring my rival boy recap, but Sky can do more. Let the man bust out of the mold, guys. He can do it. He's going to be great. We've seen Declan do it. Declan's incredible. And we know Sky will be too. So I think we'll see less of it, hopefully.
I
soon.
mean, I don't know about Sky and Declan, but I know that Greg and Evan have both expressed that they would like to see storylines where queer characters are just living their life, falling in love without all the coming out angst every single time. Like,
yes.
just a good rom-com, It's, and, personally, I'd like to see, I've said this before, didn't I? I'd like to see more adult characters.
I agree.
Always high school, like, obviously there's a place for them because there are lots of kids who need to see themselves represented.
Agreed.
But there's also lots of adults who would like to see themselves represented, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think there's more queer high school than there are queer adults by a lot.
Oh, in terms of verticals? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. But now we have Waterboy 2 to look forward to, and they're adults. They're college age. Yay.
A little bit more adult.
A little. Still in school.
Brain's still not fully cooked, but
Yeah.
getting there.
But over 18. Yay.
After that little tangent, interactive choice here is agree and respect Donovan's process or disagree. Donovan's in denial. We choose to respect Donovan's process. Caden apologizes and says that Donovan gets to decide how he identifies. Donovan thanks him for not putting him in a box like everyone else. And of course, Caden understands. They are about to kiss when the bell rings.
Notable line. Donovan says to Caden, "You're the only person I feel safe to be around." So the second interactive choice, right after the line Donovan delivers, where he says, "Look, just because I'm attracted to you doesn't mean I'm gay." If you choose disagree, Donovan's in denial. Caden replies, "That's exactly what it means." Donovan tells him, "You don't like it when Justin puts you in a box. Don't do that shit to me." And Donovan storms off. Whew.
In the locker room before practice, Justin catches Caden looking at Donovan and starts in on him again, inciting the whole team. Donovan punches Justin and kicks him off the team, telling him if he sees him near Caden or the football team again, he'll make sure that he's expelled. Justin says that Caden is going to turn Donovan gay. Eye rolls.
Right.
After the team all leave, Donovan asks Caden what he would have done if Donovan hadn't been there. Caden says it wouldn't have been his first time getting beaten up for being gay. Donovan shouts, "God damn it, Caden. I can't be there to protect you all the time, okay?"
I love that line. Pulls at my heartstrings.
Donovan tells him to go finish getting ready for the lock-in. And we hear Caden's interior monologue. "I've always thought Donovan was hot, but what I'm feeling now is so much deeper. I think I'm falling in love."
I think Caden said Donovan is hot like 3 times in this one scene. I did also like it when Donovan yells, Now get the fuck out on the field. And he punches the locker. I don't know why I thought that was hot. I just did, okay? I don't know. He was mad.
Yeah.
He's protecting his man.
On lock-in night, Justin and Maya are up to no good. And Alexa wants to know why the quarterback is staring at Caden. Maya has pills from Justin so that she can drug Donovan and lock him down. Nasty. She tells Donovan that he needs a red tie for Hoko because as quarterback and head cheerleader, they are a package deal. Meanwhile, she's switching his drink. Donovan doesn't drink it and ditches her, asks Caden to talk to him.
You know what I just realized? I didn't understand what Hoko was. Now I know. Homecoming. I'm
not even American and I got that.
Nobody here calls it Hoko that
really?
I know of. Never
I don't know.
heard of that. This must be a California thing. Because maybe it is, I could see it being a California thing. I'm like, I've never heard that called that. Or it could be a Gen Z thing. I better ask. I know who to ask.
I am very much the wrong person to ask.
All right. Well, just know I was surprised to figure that out. I can't believe you did not mention the adorable balloon scene. So when Caden loses control over blowing up his balloon once Donovan approaches, it was adorable. I was wondering, do we think this was scripted? I can't believe I've never asked because it was adorable and looked so natural. You know what though? Maybe I did ask. It's possible. And now I can't remember what Declan said. I should remember, but I don't know.
They go off to the coach's office and Donovan locks them in. He tells Caden that he needs to stand up to Justin. And he says, "You have no idea what wanting you is costing me." He says it doesn't matter because his life doesn't belong to him. Caden is not impressed. Heavy is the crown for the king of Maple Hills High because you have it so much worse than the poor gay kid. Donovan says that Caden is out and proud and nobody cares that he's gay. Not entirely true, as we've seen. Everyone's treating him badly over it. Obviously they care. Anyway, if anyone found out how he feels about Caden, his life would be over. And Caden would have a target on his back for ruining the star QB. We hear Donovan's thoughts that he's ready to throw it all away for Caden. Caden says they've gone to school together for 10 years, and all that time, Donovan has either ignored him or bullied him. So what changed? I love Donovan's response here. I guess I finally saw you.
Aww.
My heart. Donovan says that Caden is all he can think about. And they almost kiss, but Caden pulls back, telling him that he doesn't want to be a spot on his secret roster. Caden tries to leave and finds the door locked. Donovan admits that he has the key, then drops it down his pants, saying, "If you want it so bad, come get it." Caden reaches in to get the key, but then it breaks in the lock. An hour later, they're still stuck in the office. This is Donovan banging the tennis ball against the door. Caden apologizes for running away when Donovan tries to talk to him. But he understands Donovan's struggle with his sexuality. He said a lot of people like to have secret relationships before they come out, but someone always ends up hurt. Donovan said they could have rules, but Caden counters, "Rules won't help, Donovan. Not when I'm falling for you this hard. My feelings for you are already too deep." Donovan proposes that just for tonight they do what they want. They kiss, and Donovan pulls off his shirt, then Caden's, and spiciness on the couch ensues. Caden admits that he's a virgin, and Donovan says it's his first time with a guy too. They'll figure it out together. Now an interactive choice. What a time to have one. The options are go all the way with Donovan or fade to black. As if we're fading to black. So they get into it. Some good kisses here. No stage kissing, so you can't get out your soapbox, Lucy.
I trust Sky and Declan. They got this. Definitely spicier than Pool Boy, but it has nothing on Stable Boy. So here's hoping Waterboy 2 knocks the Stable Boy spice out of the water. They just get spicier and spicier. The other option really is just fade to black. There was for the premium option, there was definitely a subtle boom boom here. It was tasteful. She's dying. Yes. It was probably not realistic, but we don't care. In our happy BL vertical land, do me, Alita. We don't care. We don't need a condom. No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I lie, we do.
We do.
We could have used a condom. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, we're getting canceled. I didn't mean it. We want consent and condoms and good sexual education, but in verticals, sometimes we just like it to get to the point, and it did. No foreplay for the boys. Don't do this to me. I'm so tired.
Don't do this to you. You're the one doing it. Oh my god, you guys. My sides hurt.
We were doing so well on time.
Oh,
okay. Here we go. Okay.
Whew.
Whew.
The next scene, the afterglow, Donovan and Caden are cuddling, and Donovan admits that he is gay. They have a really sweet conversation about how Donovan realized he wasn't like all his guy friends, but he always assumed it was because he was so focused on football. Caden asks if he's ready to come out, and Donovan says he can't, until at least college. These are Lucy's words. Caden looks shooketh.
I really like how you deliver that. Just as an FYI, the second half of these notes are mine. So what she just started reading is mine till the end, but before was all her. So yeah, there's going to be some Lucy-isms.
So they will become increasingly more unhinged as we go along.
Yeah, because I am tired. I'm tired when I did this, but it's cool. It's cool.
Oh, Donovan asks if that is okay, and we get another interactive choice. Let Donovan go at his own pace, or give Donovan an ultimatum. We choose let him go at his own pace. Caden says, "Hey, it took me 7 years after realizing I was gay to admit it to the world. I can give you a year." Donovan is happy and says, "So you're mine, even if it's got to be secret for a while?" Caden says yes, and Donovan promises to protect him.
Aw. Other choice, Caden says, "You have to do what's right for you, but I have to do what's right for me, and I don't want to be anyone's secret, Donovan."
Valid!
Yeah, it is valid. But very, very vulnerably, Donovan asks him, just looking at Donovan's face, "What if it's just for a little while?" Cue fucking heart cracking. So Caden says he will give Donovan a month to figure it out, then they kiss. So here's the thing. I think they're both right. I think that, Caden said in the premium choice, it took him 7 years to come out. I was a little bummed then in the not premium. He's like, "I'll give you a month." I'm like, come on. In your heart of hearts, it took you 7 years. So the premium choice is definitely the better choice. Like, of course, he doesn't want to be anyone's secret. But
That's
they are,
the thing. Yeah. It's
but
not.
they are,
It's not needing time to come out. It's wanting to hang around and be a secret while he's waiting for that.
I know, but they are kids, so I feel like they're both correct. They both need what they need. It's a thing.
All of a sudden, Maya shows up and catches them together. Oh, yeah, that's right. He left the key on the outside of the door.
I don't remember that part, but it sounds right.
He says it. When Caden's looking for the key, he says, Oh, I left, it's on the outside of the door. Because how did she get in, right? If the door was locked. Anyway. They don't plan. Anyway. After they try to convince her that nothing happened, Maya isn't having it, and Donovan asks Caden to go back to the lock-in while he handles Maya. Once again, in Boy Universe style, the needy wannabe girlfriend issues an ultimatum to Sky's character so she doesn't out them. She basically wants Donovan to be her fake boyfriend and personal slave. She just wants to be homecoming queen and rule the school, and she can't do that without Donovan. She tells him that Caden must believe that her and Donovan are together now.
I thought it was hilarious trying to tell Maya that they just got locked in and fell. And it isn't what it looks like. I loved Maya's response. Like, the poor gaslighting of these girls in these verticals, my God. But I love how she's, like, she doesn't take shit. And she's definitely a smart cookie, right? Compared to, you know, Arya in Drive 'Em Wild. You know, who's just like, okay. You know, she's not taking it. And she says, oh, out of your clothes and onto each other's dicks? I honestly was like, you go, girl.
Listen, in the BL universe, accidental falls happen all the time.
All the time.
It's totally believable.
It is. I mean, I haven't seen the falling on the dick part, but I've definitely seen the falling on the lips.
There's a lot of falling on the lips.
Yes.
Back at the lock-in, Caden finds chaos. Justin brought uppers, and now all the students are acting crazy. We find out Justin did it to get Caden in trouble. Caden says he's taking control of the party, and he gives a big, somewhat inspiring speech and encourages them to get it together before the teachers arrive, or they'll, all be expelled. Donovan tells Caden he's impressed by what he just did. But Maya shows up, tells Caden that her and Donovan are dating now, and kisses him. There's a voiceover from Donovan where he says he's doing this for Caden. And Caden walks away. In the next scene, Donovan approaches Caden while he's cleaning. Caden says, "You regret being with me so hard that you turned hetero again?" This whole exchange upsets Donovan so much that he almost spills the beans to Caden, but he catches Maya's eye. They part ways again, which gives Justin time to put uppers in a water bottle to sabotage Caden. A few hours after the lock-in, it is once again the school day. Donovan goes into the principal's office and asks her to approve Caden's budget proposal. She tries to stop him, but he tells her he will give up nationals. She asks him to let Caden know that he's no longer Donovan's Waterboy. When Donovan arrives to class, Caden, who is sitting next to him,
Say it with gusto. I'm gonna pee myself. Too much water. Thank God.
Do you want to pause?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I want to go to bed.
Caden is clearly high. People are going to think we're high. We're just tired, guys.
See with feeling. Once more with feeling. Your face is so fucking red.
I don't know why. It's not that big a deal. It just is tickling
It's almost
me.
1 fucking a.m. That's why.
Hayden is clearly high as fuck.
I cannot lie. Declan's version of high is fucking priceless.
His
the
tongue.
whole, yeah, the fucking tongue the whole time. Like, oh my God. It's like the whole fucking thing. He's just looking at his book and sticks his tongue out. Declan was pulling from. But I don't think Declan's ever been high.
I don't know.
Oh, it hurts. Okay, go. I want to go to bed.
This one's going to be so bad.
I know.
Okay.
Oh.
Of course, a scout from Harvard shows up to their class, and Donovan proceeds to puke in his backpack. Donovan tries to take the blame for Caden's behavior, saying he gave him bad sushi, and the poor kid has food poisoning. We get another interactive choice: defend Donovan to the Harvard scout, or I'm too high to do anything.
I am too old to be laughing that hard. Like, that was almost a real dangerous situation.
Oh my God. We choose defend, and Caden basically tells the scout that Donovan is the best human and football player. The teacher shows mercy and asks Donovan to take Caden to the school nurse.
In the alternative scene, it's only 2 lines. He says, "It's not Donovan's fault. Don't be mowed at him," because he can't say mad. After the teacher asks to take him to the school nurse, Caden starts to fall. Donovan catches him. Caden looks up and says, he says, "God, I pee." Oh my God. He says, "Hello, Tarzan." And as Donovan starts dragging him away, Caden says, "So pretty." And I think Caden just speaks for all of mankind. Because, Sky Kawaii, why are you so pretty?
All of the BL boys are so pretty.
They all are. My God. But yeah, so we need a Sky Kawaii Tarzan movie. That I do think this is where it came from, by the way. Come on, Real Short. Let's remake the Brendan Fraser movie, but let's make it BL. Let's call it Tarzan Boy or Jungle Boy. But yeah, so after that little tangent, we just cue to the school nurse like normal.
At the school nurse, Caden is given something to make the drugs wear off.
I am doing a Sky Eyebrow WTF lift here. Are there really drugs to make drugs wear off?
I have no idea.
Okay, well I did a Sky thing here. Like, what? But okay.
Caden is lamenting that he screwed up his chances with Harvard. Donovan wants to tell him what he did, but Caden stops him. In the hallway, Maya shows up and beckons her man over. Donovan begs Caden not to hate him. Alexa shows up and tells Donovan that Caden's been hooking up with this really hot guy that he's super into. Donovan gets super jealous and gets in Caden's face, asking him quietly if it's true and if he was even a virgin last night. Another interactive choice: be honest, it's only him, or keep up the lie. We choose be honest. Caden says he started telling her about them but didn't give Donovan's name. Donovan looks super relieved and says if any other guy touches Caden, he will kick his ass, and says, "You're mine." Not like that.
I like it.
He didn't say it like that, but anyway.
It's cool. I like the way you said it.
When Donovan leaves, Alexa calls Caden out, asking, "What is up?" Because that sexual tension was thick. Caden ends up admitting what happened. He tells her Donovan is pretending it didn't happen. She tries to get him to see Donovan's side, surprisingly enough. It has to be a lot of pressure. Alexa hugs Caden to comfort him.
The alternative choice, keep up the lie. Caden says, "Yeah, I do have another guy. Jealous." And then it jumps right to if any other guy touches you. So really not much.
We jump to seeing Caden watching some of the football team's old plays on a laptop, wearing his Waterboy outfit, in the office where they both hooked up. Donovan shows up and asks for a repeat of last night. Caden deflects and tells him that the coach asked him to study old footage of games against their rival to try and spot holes in their defense. Caden shares that he found something they could use against the other team. That their plan is to try to take Donovan down every time and injure him. Caden asks if they could use that as strategy. Maybe send the ball somewhere else. Donovan says there's no way he's going to hide from their defense. He feels that scout is his last chance of getting recruited. Caden is very concerned that Donovan's going to end up hurt. Donovan chooses not to answer and gives him a paper that says his Waterboy detention is completed. The coach shows up asking for Caden's insight on what he found, and basically tells them both he overheard everything. And he sends Donovan off to practice. Coach Miller decides to use Donovan as a decoy, which will destroy Donovan's chance with the scout, and tells Caden that for a gay kid, you're not that bad. The coach wants Caden by his side during the game, but out of the Waterboy uniform, and he gives him a proper uniform. During the big game, Caden tries to explain to the team the new plan, but Donovan threatens to quit the team if that happens. Coach Miller threatens Donovan if he doesn't go through with it. Heck of a thing to do to your own kid. Donovan feels very betrayed by Caden, and during his voiceover states that he gave up everything for Caden. As the game starts, the principal comes over to stand next to Caden, stating her surprise that he's still with the football team. She tells him that Donovan came to her that morning and demanded she approve Caden's budget. Caden is horrified. As the game plays on, Donovan is getting trampled and screwed over, but his team is winning. During halftime, Caden tries to go and apologize. Donovan tells him, "Look, let's be real. My dream is to play a game, and your dream is to make the world a better place. What kind of asshole would I be if I stood in the way of that, right?" Another interactive choice. Show Donovan his dream is as valid as mine, or agree my dream is more important. We choose telling him his dream is valid. Caden takes Donovan's hand and says, "I was wrong when I said that. Football it's a beautiful sport, and you do so much more than throw a ball far. You lead this team. You force them to be better. You inspire this town. You give us all something to care about, to rally around, to fight for." Caden then tells him that he's rewritten all the plays and he's going to talk to the coach. And it will be his time to shine during the second half. Donovan tells him it's too late for all of this. In the next scene, we see Alexa tell everyone that Maple Hills won the game, and Donovan Miller is the MVP.
So I never realized we actually never saw the second half of the game. It just ended with Maya kind of grabbing him, pulling him away, and then all of a sudden they're in the next scene in the gym. So that was interesting. So I think that could have been fleshed out more, to be completely honest. They could have even done it with like an extra line to explain like it could have even had Caden doing a voiceover, "Oh, it sucks that, Donovan wouldn't let me fix the plays," or something like that. But anyway, the other choice was saying my dream is more important. If that happened, Caden would say, "I agree that my dreams have a higher stake for society at large, but that shouldn't stop you from going after what you want." And then it moves into Caden saying he rewrote all the plays.
We're in the gym after the big game win. Alexa is asking if everyone is excited to find out about this year's homecoming court nominees. Caden randomly ends up in the nominee group for Homecoming King. As he walks up, his classmates and teammates tell him that they nominated him for saving the team and saving them all at the lock-in. In Donovan's voiceover, he admits that he nominated Caden because in his dreams, it's the two of them up there, homecoming kings together.
Yay!
Justin tries to start crap again with Caden. "I wonder who wrote this."
Me!
Donovan stops him, and then Justin admits that Maya told him everything and outs Donovan and Caden to the whole school. Donovan takes the mic and does his famous Waterboy speech. This speech is very similar to Stable Boys. Donovan tells everyone he was pretending and hiding. He was too afraid to lose everything. He says he's done letting himself be held back. He then tells Caden that he inspires him and he wants to be brave like him. So, in front of the whole fucking town, he says, "Caden, I love you." We get another interactive choice. Publicly declare my love for Donovan or reject his love.
Say it.
I cannot stress enough how many of these things are all caps, guys. We publicly declare, damn it.
Damn it. Damn it, Janet.
Caden tells him he loves him too. They kiss to applause.
Aww. The other option to reject, Caden would say, "Thank you for saying that. I don't know." It's harsh. Thank you for saying that. I don't know if this... yeah, I'm not going to say that. This is going to be awful. Oh, God. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to push through. I don't know if this is love, but I have strong feelings for you too.
Brutal! You know what? That just reminded me of it's not the same thing, but you know, in Star Wars when Leia tells him that she loves him and he says, "I know." Same vibe.
Clearly it's hilarious.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, me too. Okay, here we go. But I have strong feelings for you too. Donovan says that's good enough for now. And we don't get a kiss. It's like we're punished for picking that one. You don't get a kiss, you just get a hug. Boo! Oh my God.
Maya freaks out, screams, and Donovan tells everyone Maya was blackmailing him, which it seems might get her expelled. Caden asks Donovan if he will go to the homecoming dance with him. Donovan agrees, and Coach Miller interrupts and gives Donovan a big hug and says, "I'm sorry you felt you had to hide yourself from me. I love you, son, and I'm proud of you. Thank goodness."
Right? He's much better in this than tutoring my rival boy. Yay, Sean McHugh!
The scout comes over and says he saw how Donovan sacrificed himself for the team and the greater good, and then how he stood up for himself, and basically tells him he got into Harvard. Donovan tells him he can't go without Caden. The scout says they will both be hearing from him.
Would you look at that? Well, it turns out both of our dreams could come true.
Well, it turns out Harvard wasn't my dream. It was always you.
That is so cheesy.
It is. Cue the kisses. At the dance, Donovan and Caden show up looking really good.
No, say it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to say it.
You say it. This is you.
She's killing me. At the dance, Donovan and Caden show up looking fly. They look fly. Okay, they look real good. Okay, they look fly.
They do look really good.
They do.
Donovan's dream comes true, and both him and Caden get crowned as homecoming kings. Caden has the cutest look on his face as he's crowned. Caden says to everyone, "Donovan showed me that people are more than their labels, and, sometimes the nerdy gay kid gets the hot quarterback."
Donovan says, "Caden taught me that if you are willing to risk everything for the right dream, you might just have it all." Yeah.
There is adorable BL dancing, a dream come true for so many people. Caden says, looks like we won twice tonight.
Donovan, nah, just once. You're the win, Caden. Always were. Oh my God. Oh, okay, that might be the best. That's the best line of all of Waterboy. Besides, are you gay? Fuck no. You know? Or pumping the balls. Like, those are just... Okay, there's some really good lines. I take it all back. There's some good lines. But this is probably the sweetest. Okay, you gotta say this last line exactly how I wrote it.
Guys, I can't.
Yes,
I can't. Lucy says, I can't do it.
You want to say it in French?
No. I want to say it in English.
That's just bad English. Go ahead and say it. It's bad American English.
Cue the perfect end kisses and forehead kisses.
Aww. I said cue the perfect end kisses and forehead kisses. Like, cute Anyway, I was trying to be cute and I'm delirious,
Okay.
but it's cool. Anyway.
Okay, Lucy, what are your thoughts?
Well, my big thought right now is that Lexi is going to murder us because we are approaching 90 minutes again. And I am starting to think that it's actually not our fault. It's the interactive one's fault. Because
it could be. Because
I think so, because there's extra scenes to talk about. And I have to give credit where credit is due. The ones that tend to go longer are the ones with a lot of good dialogue. And I don't think the dialogue was as amazing in Waterboy as Stable Boy, but it was still decent. It was enough that I really wanted to quote some lines. So, listeners, if you ever hear her and I quoting lines, it usually means we're impressed enough to do so. Because we are just being total idiots out there in the world. I'm making her be the idiot. I don't think she would quote. Oh, she would quote. She'd quote
I would
Andrew
have quoted
and Greg's.
way more in Prince's First Love if
Fair.
you'd let me. So
I feel so bad about that. I feel
that's all good.
We'll have a Prince 2.0 where we just quote the hot lines. That's what it'll be.
I think I've done enough of that.
Yeah, you're like, I'm done. We'll do it all in French. Anyway. Overall, Waterboy, out of the boy universe, Waterboy is my second favorite. I did enjoy it more than Pool Boy. As I said, notable lines, but Stable Boy truly has won my heart. I'm really excited for Waterboy 2 Second Down because the story looks different, but I will not lie, I am mostly excited because we were spoiled in the trailer. Evan Gambardella is in it. And I don't think he's in it for long, but Declan and Evan kiss, and then we have to see like Donovan's devastated little face, and then I just can't help but think of tutoring my rival boy and Waterboy, and I'm like, your boyfriends are kissing each other. And then it just makes the fandom go crazy. We are going crazy, and at this point, we are curious if this is a setup. We are hoping it's a setup from Real Short because we want it real short. We would love Maverick and whoever this gorgeous character is, played by Evan Gambardella. Maybe he's from LA. Maybe he's a balloon animal artist. We just don't know. But I think he would look wonderful with a cowboy named Maverick. Those are my thoughts. What are yours?
I agree, of course. And we are all bugging Real Short at every possible opportunity to bring back Maverick with Evan's character from this, whose name we don't know yet. But yeah, I think I enjoyed this more watching it the second time than I did the first time. The first time I was just kind of fixated on the similarities to Pool Boy.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. It's sweet. Of course, Sky and Declan are always really good. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more this time. And I enjoyed recapping it with you, even if we got a little out of hand here. It's always a good time. So hopefully our besties out there don't hate us too much.
I think in particular, I hope, Lexi, that you don't hate us. It's going to take her like 3 weeks to get through one of these. I think she said to us tonight, she said, most podcasts are only 1 hour. And they should be. I'd like to say we average probably like 50 minutes. I'm telling you, these boy universes, I don't think it's us. I'm beginning to think it's not us.
Or are we just getting more and more relaxed and blabbing more?
We could be blabbing more, but I guess people can tell us if they like it or not.
You know what? I think the next one they won't mind the lengthy chatter.
I don't think so. Oh, I don't think so. Yes, girl.
Assuming that's the next one.
I know. We've got a lot of great things queued up for you guys. You have no idea what's coming. No idea.
It's literally killing us.
Yeah, we're dying over here. But we better wrap our asses up because I just keep thinking about Lexi.
And maybe we might like to go to sleep at some point.
I have to get up in like 5 hours for work. Let's
do God.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for joining us again, besties. And if you stuck with us till the end, thank you so much. We will see you again next time. Bye, besties.
Bye, besties.